Hi guys, Professor Z here, and I am back from Canada from my awesome residency at Artscape Gibraltar Point on the Toronto Islands, just outside of the city of Toronto. Like seriously, it was awesome, and I can't wait to tell you guys all about it. There's a nude beach. Maybe I went. This video is going to be a review of the actual residency that I attended. It's also going to talk a little bit about types of artist residencies, what I learned from this experience that I would take with me to the next one that I'm going to, and who this residency might be appealing to, who it might be for, and what you guys can expect from me for the rest of my summer. So let's dive right in. So the residency that I attended was called Earth-Based Spirituality and Art. So what does that mean? It means that the residency had a program. So some residencies are free form or freestyle, which means that you apply, you get the time, you go, you do your own thing. Then there are residencies like the one I attended, which is a programmed residency, which means that there's a director who has come up with a program that the people are going to follow. Now that doesn't mean that we're all going to sit in a class together and take art classes and make the same project. What it means is that this person has spent some time as a facilitator to curate the experience that we're going to have. So they've done research, they've come up with lectures or notes or ideas or references and resources that we'll all share together as a group, and then we divide out and do our own thing with that information. It's kind of like being inspired by something specific. So because this was a programmed residency, it was run by an amazing woman. She is a talented educator, an absolutely exceptional artist, a beautiful soul, a wonderful, witchy, powerful, magical being. I adore her. I can't say enough good things about her. Her name is Monica Bodirsky, and I'm sure I slaughtered her name. And I've tried to say it like 90 times before I started this video, and I can't say it. Monica, I'm sorry, don't hate me. Bodirsky, Brodrisky, Monica Brodrsky, Monica Brodrsky. Nope, Monica Brodrsky. For the love of God, I can't say her name. I feel terrible. It doesn't even sound like a word anymore. Monica, I'm sorry. My last name's Zerby. It's easy to say. People say it wrong all the time. I'm sorry. Don't yell at me. I'm sorry. And so the way that this residency worked is that it's a 10-day residency that was broken down into specific programming based around the 4 elements. So the 4 elements of the earth are earth, air, fire, and water. And so we'd spend 2 days kind of focused on what each of those elements was about, how those elements maybe impacted us, how they influence us, how they influence our art practice. So we'd start there, we'd spend a couple hours together in the morning, and then we'd go do our own thing. Sometimes we'd have a prompt or an exercise to help kind of get the creative juices flowing. Sometimes we didn't, but overall we would spend time kind of around the island, immersed in nature, with each other and in community, and then we'd use that experience to build a new project or to start research or what have you, right? So we'd spend those days together, and then at the end of the time together, we spent the last couple of days with spirit, which is the idea of integrating all 4 of the elements into a 5th element, spirit or soul. And it was an incredible experience. I'm still unpacking it. I'm still thinking a lot about it. I have a feeling that this will continue to impact my work and my practice for years to come. If you are somebody who is creative, but you're not sure whether or not you're really an artist, and you find yourself kind of aligned with metaphysics or the metaphysical new age spiritualism, do this residency. You will not regret it. It is fantastic. And the inverse is also true. If you are a hardcore artist and you know you're an artist, but you're just starting to dabble in metaphysics or earth-based spiritualism, do this residency. It's perfect for you. You'll love it. Third type of person who absolutely should apply to attend this residency would be somebody who very much calls himself an artist or creative, and also very much is entrenched in their earth-based practice of spiritualism, whatever that might be. It doesn't matter if you're new at being an artist or you're new at being spiritual or you're an old hat at both. You're going to get something out of this experience that you're not expecting. And I think that it is magical. You should absolutely go. It is transformative. It impacted me in ways that I wasn't prepared to be impacted. It was emotional. It was challenging. It was beautiful. I laughed. I cried. I laughed again. I cried again. It was awesome. I came away feeling invigorated. I came away feeling exhausted. There were so many things that I felt at the end of this that I think are going to be, they're going to be felt for years to come. So awesome. And Monica had mentioned that she's going to be running it again next year, so you best believe your girl's going to apply again. Fingers crossed that I get to go again, and maybe I'll see some of you scrubs there too. Holler witches. So let's talk a little bit about the things about the residency that I didn't like as much, and that would just be the facility. So yeah, newsflash, I don't know if you can tell by the space behind me and around me, I'm a little bit of a princess, and that means that I don't like to be hot, and I don't like to be sweaty, and I don't like my makeup to run off, and I like to be comfortable and pampered. And this is definitely like a camping experience. I mean, you're not like in tent, but you're in a building, but the building doesn't have air conditioning. The building doesn't have air conditioning. The building doesn't have screens on the windows. That just seems weird to me, but there's no screens. So at night when it's like 78 degrees and muggy and you can't sleep and you're like, oh, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna open my window. 200 mosquitoes are like, yo, what's up? I see your window's open. So that was a little bit frustrating. If you're gonna come, just know in advance that you're gonna be hot and sweaty and stinky because it's in the summertime and it's in the woods, and that's just the way that it goes. Had I known that, I think I would have packed a little bit differently, but I'll know that for next time. So good to know. And I'm going to bring a little portable AC unit because, you know, fat and hot just don't go together. Like, it's bad. Chub rub is not your friend. Other than that, I really didn't have a whole lot of complaints about the space. The other thing to be aware of for Artscape Gibraltar Point, if you're ever going to go and do residency there, whether it's with Monica and it's the programmed residency or you're doing your own thing, be aware that there is no grocery stores on the island, so you have to bring all of your own food to the island with you. And because it is an island, the only way to access it is on a ferry. And the island is vehicle free, so you can't bring a car or anything. Rent a bike so you can get around pretty easily and you can get to the restaurants on the island. And you know, make trips back and forth to get groceries. Otherwise, you're going to be lugging a bunch of heavy shit when you first get here, and that's a little frustrating. So just, you know, to give you a heads up for what to expect about the space. All right, so Artscape Gibraltar Point, awesome. It was amazing. But I still really need to decompress and to unpack my experiences from that. And so because of that, I've decided that I'm going to postpone my residency in Finland from August to November. This is going to give me time to finish my artwork for my upcoming solo exhibition in September at Albion College. And I think it's also going to give me time to really figure out what I want to do with a month of absolute seclusion. So that, I'm thinking, will be sometime at the end of the year, November or December, but I'll keep you guys posted. As always, if you have any questions, any comments, any queries, please feel free to leave them in the comment box below. I hope that you found this video helpful, and if you have anything that you would like me to cover in my next videos, of course let me know. If you have further questions about Artscape Gibraltar Point or about the Awakening Earth-Based Art and Spirituality Residency, please shoot me an email. I'm so happy to answer those questions or put you in touch with the right people if that's a place that you want to pursue a residency, or if you want to come next year for the Awakenings Witch Camp Residency. I think you'd really, really enjoy it. Got links down below to both, and in the meantime, get out there, enjoy your summer, make some cool art, and I will be back soon. Love you guys. Mama Cat out. Bye.